where was God during that period?
Yeah.
And you know what they tell me? He was there. Doing what?
Yeah.
Tell me how that makes sense. And that's when I get called. See, you this, and you're an atheist because now you're thinking about what I'm saying.
But you don't have a
Because
response.
if we go based off of the book, according to the book, when he seen something he didn't like, he took care of it.
He took care of it.
But then
took
I've
care
also
of it.
heard people say too, right? And I don't know if this goes back to kind of what you were saying about the Gentile Jew thing, right? Is that this was ordained for us to go through that. That it was supposed to be a time or whatever, or some scripture or whatever, where it was ordained for us to go through a period of slavery. And it's in there somewhere. You know, I ain't did the research on it, right? I'll be honest. But it's in there somewhere where it was supposed to be that was our ordained season. Now, I personally feel just like you. How can you turn your back to a whole race of people that's being sold, burnt? I mean, then you got the other side, you know, of people that went through stuff the same way, genocide, right? You turned your back on all of that, or you just allowed it to happen. You know, I don't know. I think that these questions, like you say, Unc, they get you to a point where you just like, yeah, I'm mad. I don't got no excuse for it, but it's just what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
niggas
it's
just
like,
be like
he said too, it's not at all. It's not, you know, God bashing or nothing
No,
like that. It's just
'cause
first
y'all
off,
know.
it start with, you know, questions, because this is something that we have been ingrained with, you know, growing up, and we want to know, why do we feel bad or do we feel guilty, like you said, to question something, and that we got a right to question.
Yeah, we
you
do.
know? And
So-
and like
Go
real
ahead.
quick, because I have said that it's sort of like a childlike practice, because you know it's childlike and then it's like fear driven, because
Yes.
it's like, as the childlike part is like, okay, you're gonna go to hell if you do this, you know, and it's like just telling your kid the boogeyman gonna come and get you if you do this. It's the same
it's the
thing,
same
you
kind
know?
of vibe.
And then as I grow older, and I'm seeing that like there's people doing worse, you know what I mean? And it's nothing happening to them, you know what I mean?
for sure.
Because like you say, it's all fear driven.